Keep going.
I suppose the most obvious question is, how can I trust you?
Bingo. It is a pickle, no doubt about it. Bad news is there's no way if you can really know whether I'm here to help you or not. So it's really up to you. Just have to make up your own damn mind to either accept what I'm going to tell you or reject it. Tandy?
You already know if I'm going to take it?
Wouldn't be much of an oracle if I didn't.
But if you already know, how can I make a choice?
Because you didn't come here to make the choice. You've already made it. You're here to try to understand why you made it. I thought you'd have figured that out by now.
Hey, brothers. This is a treat. I don't often do a lot of esoteric work on this channel. Probably should do more. I've probably done more of it lately on the women's channel. Because the women tune their ear more to it, because I think women embody it more than men do. Men use it as knowledge. They use it as a tool, but women, I think, embody esoteric wisdom a little bit more than men do. Just a thought. Anyway, I got a email from a brother that listened to my women's channel when I was talking about my my inner oracle, or what I call my oracle, which is my inner female, because intuition does lie in the feminine. And the stronger your inner female is, the more intuitive you're going to be. That's how come a lot of gamblers call their inner intuition when they gamble Lady Luck. And he was wondering what the oracle was. You know, I just explained it, my inner female, my inner feminine. Or that perfect woman, as I've said in other videos. He's wondering, how do you hear her? How does she talk to you? And sometimes it is in words. Sometimes it is literally in words. And sometimes it's in dreams. And I got too many instances where she's talked to me in dreams and told me about stuff that was coming. Literally. I mean, literally. You know, it's like you wake up out of a dream, and then you have to interpret it. And then a few hours later, what she was talking about, she was trying to tell you, actually comes true. Okay, it's actually where you actually see it. But most of the time, it's just like little hints, like, you know, something that she draws your attention to. Because say if you're driving down the street and you see thousands of visual inputs, right? Then you're honed in on a few things, like the car in front of you, you know, traffic signs, that kind of stuff. And so you can only concentrate on really one thing at a time. But what the oracle will do, my oracle will do, is draw your awareness to something. And you get a sensation, you get a feeling, because also feeling also resides in the feminine. You get a certain funny feeling about, say, an object or a street or anything, right? That's her drawing attention to a situation, something that you may need to know, or a hint. That's how she hints. She talks in hints. Mine does. Some people might communicate with you differently, but mine talks in hints. And from what I've heard, most people's oracles talk in hints. Pretty much like a woman. Women won't say anything directly. They'll actually hint. They'll talk around it, and you have to dig through it and figure out what she's trying to say. Same thing with the oracle. And I was telling him in the email that you have to, just like any other relationship, you have to, it goes through trial and error. Her talking to you or hinting at you, drawing your awareness, and you have to be able to slowly but surely tune your ear into what she's saying. Sometimes it's a warning, sometimes it's a hint, sometimes it's just a different choice you can make. You don't know. When it's personal, because when it's personal, you have, Kurzweil says there's, at any one time, there's 5 decisions that you have to make. And your inner person, your inner psyche has to pick one. And you don't always pick the right one because there's different reasons why you will pick one over the other. And men use logic, and sometimes we talk ourselves out of the right decision. Like that inner voice tells you when you shouldn't mess with a girl because she's trouble. But she's fine and she's cute and she's available, and you pick her anyway. And then 6 months later you find out, oh, I shouldn't have picked that person. That's your oracle talking to you. We all have it, but we have to give her a stronger voice. We have to tune our ear to her voice, especially when talking to women. Now, if it wasn't for my oracle, I would be lousy at talking to women. But since my oracle is stronger and her voice is a little louder, it's a funny sensation because a woman can be talking to me and the meaning that I derive from her words, my oracle is translating. This is what she's saying, but this is the inner meaning that she's trying to convey to you. She's trying to explain something, but she's conveying an inner feeling, or she's hiding something, or she's not being honest, or she's full of shit. And I have said that to many women. I tell you're full of shit or bullshit, or I tell them, or when I'm being polite, I tell them, come on now, tell me the truth. What's really going on? That is my oracle speaking to me and translating. And it will pop up in your head. Ask her this. Ask her this. Your oracle is where your intuition lies. And the thing is, do you trust her? Do you trust it? And the only way you can trust any woman, and your oracle is a woman, is you have to test her. See if she's right. See if she's telling you the truth. See if she's accurate. And just like any woman, she's not always accurate. She's tapping in to the universe. She's tapping into the intuition of the universe, because the universe is the record of the universe. The energy in the universe has to be felt. Can't be heard. It can't be seen. It has to be felt. Feeling is through what? The feminine. And that feeling has to be translated into logic. Who does that for you? That's your oracle. That's your feminine. And a lot of guys don't develop that side because they're afraid of her. Fear can only be overcome by what? Testing. If you test it, you trust it. Because your oracle, your inner woman, is the only woman that will not betray you. Because your agenda is her agenda. Which is something Jung said 100 years ago. All the other women that you deal with, all the other women that you associate with, is there to teach and build the inner female inside your head. The woman inside your head is your perfect counsel. The woman inside your head is your bottom bitch that will keep all the other women in line. But she has to be developed. She has to be tested. She has to be trusted. Just like any other woman, the relationship with her has to be built over time. And any relationship that's worthwhile takes what? Work. Daily work. Because you have to listen to her. You have to pay attention to her. You have to nurture her. Because what you put into her is what you're going to get out. You put enough into her, you develop her enough, she opens up a whole new world. She opens up a whole new vision. A whole new sight. In fact, if you develop her enough, women can't even lie to you. Like the women in my family can't lie to me because I see through them. In fact, a lot of women don't even want to talk to me face to face because I do see through them. And for a woman, a man seeing through her is scary. Why do you think pimps can get women to pay them money? because the pimps at an early age in my that are out there, that are in the life, that are in the sporting life, can tell you they develop that inner female very early. They learn to trust their inner female very early, which is what allows them to talk to women in a certain way, because their inner woman knows the inner workings of the mind of their female, or the target female. But just as a resource, look up on Google intermarriage, divine feminine, the anima. I've already done videos on the anima, and on the introductory on the anima, which is your inner female, and also the animus, which is the counterpart, which a lot of females today have an overdeveloped animus, which is causing a whole lot of rift. But that is a topic for another video. So brother, if you're listening to this, I hope that answers your question. For other brothers that may not have thought about it, I hope this introductory makes sense to you. If not, I'm sure I'll get a whole bunch of comments telling me that I'm full of shit, but that's okay. It is what it is. With that, I'm gonna jump off of here. This is BGS out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.